name is Red, and I am here on behalf of John Paul Mitchell Systems and Cosmoprof. And I want to thank you for being here today and continuing your education. I'm really excited to be here because I will be showing you a beautiful style for medium to long hair called our Julia set, and then we're going to turn that into the ruffle, both done originally by Lucy Dowdy. Now before we get into the technical side on how to create this, I would love to give you some history on my journey with John Paul Mitchell Systems. It started out in 2009 when I graduated from Paul Mitchell the School in Santa Barbara, California. Soon thereafter, I started working at a Paul Mitchell focused salon where I was able to learn the culture every day and live the culture every day. Now doing hair in Santa Barbara, we constantly battle with humidity. On top of that, Santa Barbara is actually the #1 destination city for weddings. So we are always on the lookout for the right products to hold our style, give beautiful shine, and last all day. And in 2010, that was answered. Awapuhi Wild Ginger was born. Now it didn't start there. It started in 1983 when John Paul DeJoria and Paul Mitchell created a solar-powered, self-sustaining Awapuhi farm, where all of our Awapuhi products are still harvested today. Now it truly is tradition meeting technology. It uses 3 keratin proteins that help replenish, restore, and add illuminating shine. It improves breakage up to 80%, reduces color fade by 67%, and it improves shine up to 35%. The most amazing thing that comes from this category is its exclusive KeraTriplex blend. It is the closest thing to human hair protein by deriving wool from sheep from New Zealand. It truly is innovative. Now in Santa Barbara, when I'm working with my clients, I love to educate my guests. Just in the first 3 months of these products being brought into our salon, our take-home sales as a whole went up 40%. That's incredible. I still use these products today, and I still educate my guests on each individual feature and benefit of these products, and my take-home sales go up consistently. And my clientele retention is amazing. My clients stay in my chair, and they constantly refer me, so I get more clientele, which puts more money in my pocket. And doesn't everybody want more money in their pocket? Of course. So hopefully by the end of today's class, you will have the proper knowledge, education, and technical skill to rebuild up your clientele, to keep your clients in your chair and put more money in your pocket by utilizing the style of the Julia set and the ruffle and the amazing tools that we have to support. So let's go over what we'll be talking about today. We're going to be talking about our Julia set, how to turn that into a ruffle with the support of our Awapuhi Wild Ginger brand and the use of our Pro Tools to seal in that style. So let's get started. So this is my lovely model, Talene, and her experience started out in the wash house. The first product that I use today is our Awapuhi Wild Ginger Moisturizing Lather Shampoo. This is 100% sulfate-free and color-safe. It gently hydrates, protects, and rebuilds damaged-looking hair, giving you a healthy-looking hair finish. It utilizes our Awapuhi Wild Ginger to balance moisture and add shine, and our exclusive KeraTriplex to protect and rebuild. It is a gentle lathering shampoo, so it can be used daily. Next is going to be our Awapuhi Wild Ginger Keratin Cream Rinse. So this is going to protect and strengthen and detangle troubled hair. It's going to utilize our Awapuhi extract to balance moisture and add shine, while using the exclusive KeraTriplex blend to help protect and strengthen. It is also 100% sulfate-free and color-safe. So once we're done with the wash house, we're going to come back to our styling chair and start with our blowout. The first product that I'll be using is going to be the Awapuhi Wild Ginger HYDROCREAM Whip. This is my #1 selling product in the salon and my favorite product, because this truly is a roadmap to a beautiful style. It's a 100% crunch-free, long-lasting, hydrating cream whip. It utilizes our Awapuhi extract and lightweight conditioners to fight frizz and smooth the hair. It is also a touchable hold and lasts all day. We're going to apply that HYDROCREAM whip to the base, giving us the body that we want but the volume that we need. And through the mid-shafts and ends, just to make sure our style is nice and smooth, we're going to utilize the Awapuhi Wild Ginger Styling Treatment Oil. This is going to quench parched hair, and it's going to utilize our Awapuhi extract and lightweight silicones to seal in that shine and smooth out that frizz. It's a all day and lightweight hold, so it won't weigh the hair down. So once we put that in, we're going to start with our blowout. And to give a beautiful and gorgeous long-lasting blowout, we need to use the right pro tools to support that. So starting out, I will be using my Express Ion Dry Plus. This is an advanced styling dryer. It has a 9-foot cord, an easy-to-hang hook, an LCD screen that shows red for our 5 different temperatures and 5 different speeds. It has a cool shot button that will show a blue screen. It has an easy-to-snap filter, so it's easier to clean out, so we are styling smarter, not harder. It comes with 2 different types of attachments, a directional piece and a vented fingertip diffuser, and all 3 are infused with our Express Ion Complex, which is a vast array of 32 volcanic minerals that spread far infrared heat and negative ions throughout the hair to give a healthy looking hair and to dry the hair faster. And that is also with the use of a powerful 1875 DC motor. So again, just working smarter, not harder. Along with that dryer, I am utilizing my Express Ion round brushes. Now along with the dryer with its directional piece to really push that hair into my brush, this brush is amazing. It comes in 4 different sizes: small, medium, large, and extra large. And for Talene today, I used my large and extra large. It has an aluminum barrel that heats up during styling, giving you healthy looking curls. It also has a unique corkscrew bristles that help lock in that style and really brush through that frizz. It also is embedded with our Express Ion Complex that give us static-free styles and give a beautiful, healthy looking hair. So once we're done with our blowout, we're going to start with our Julius set. So first off is our sectioning. The sectioning is our roadmap to our style, so it's very important. We're going to start out with the natural recession on either side and go into a triangle section at our apex. We're then going to start with brick lace sections around the hair, and then the first 2 are going to be rolled forward towards the hairline with diagonal back sectioning mirroring the hairline. So let's get started with, I'm going to show you how to curl some of these. So starting out, because of Talene's texture, it's slightly coarse, so I'm going to utilize some of my Awapuhi Wild Ginger finishing spray. So the finishing spray is great. It's a flexible, touchable hold, and it uses humidity resins to really lock in that style in any humidity. It uses Awapuhi extract to really balance that moisture and locks in your style all day. So now I'm just going to brush that through, and I'm brushing this through with my 413. Now the 413 is a slim paddle design. It uses nylon ballpoint pins and a cushion base to really detangle and style wet or dry hair. So as you can see here, I'm curling my sections. I'm starting in the mid shaft, and as I'm feeding that hair through, I'm rotating my iron, almost like using it like a Marcel. Now, if the hair falls through, that's okay. Just go ahead and continue by using that rotating motion and feeding those ends through. By doing this technique, you're really heating the hair from the mid shaft down, giving you even heat distribution for your curls. Now, one thing that I've learned just being in the salon and doing lots and lots of weddings is you want to work faster because time is money in the salon. So one little tip is just not putting your curling iron down when you're pinning your curls. Just try to keep as much as you can in your hand. Again, how you elevate is going to give you how much volume that you want. So for Talene today, I'm going on base curls, so I'm really going through and putting them on the base to give me maximum volume. Again, we're just really rotating those rotating that hair as we're feeding in those ends, making sure that we're not going quite all the way to the base so we're not burning our guests. Again, just letting those curls, we don't want those curls to fall out of the pattern, meaning we're not going to let those curls go and go into a ringlet pattern. By keeping it in its formation as a curl set for an invisible set, we are giving you the volume that we need, but we're also letting those curls cool in the section that we want to set us up for success for our Julius set. Now while I'm curling this last curl, I'm going to give you a little bit of information about our amazing Express Ion curl. So it is a 1-inch aluminum barrel. It has a digital screen that shows up to 400 degrees, and it has a temperature lock right on the front, which is great if you're in the salon because you never want your iron to turn off because again, time is money in the salon. It has an Express Ion Complex built into the iron, so it uses those vast array of volcanic minerals to really smooth out the hair and give us flawless ringlets and curls. And it has a unique ceramic styling system that prevents cold spots to give us beautiful, shiny end results. It also has a 9-foot cord, and it also has this nice little handy stand for the curl to sit on, so we're not burning anything. All right, so now we're letting this curl down. I'm gonna start taking out the curls that have already been sitting here for a little while. So as you can see with my set, one thing I love about a invisible set is you should be able to see right through those curls. Now, as you're removing your clips, I set myself up for success by putting all of the clips on one side. And why I do that is just because I know where the clips are. So if they do have a lot of hair, like Talene here, I don't really have to go fishing for where my clips are. I know where they've already been placed. Also, I'd like to go through and just remove as many clips as I can without setting them down, because that's just setting me up for success again by being able to go through and remove them as quickly as I can. Now, guests, of course, want to be in and out of the salon quickly, but we want to also make sure that we are giving them the style and the guarantee of the beautiful end result that we give them in the beginning of our service. So as you can see, as I'm removing these clips, I'm just letting them kind of fall where they want to fall. I'm not really disrupting their pattern because I'm going to be brushing this through to create that set. And we want to make sure that we're not really giving any type of frizz or any type of unwanted strands of hair. So again, just really removing them in a quickly manner, but without pulling your guest's hair and making them feel in any way uncomfortable. One last tip and trick about the set is once you get up to these upper sections, especially on the top, because we're doing 1-inch sections on this top section, I'm using a larger duckbill just so I don't have to clip on either side and taking the risk of putting dents in the hair. And one last trick is just we want to make sure that we're clipping on the curl and not on the base, so again we don't create any dents. So as you can see, it's already beautiful and shiny. So now we're going to create the wave pattern for the Julia set. So again, I'm going in with my 413, and I'm really just going to brush these curls through. And the trick to a beautiful curl set is brushing your curls through. And I'm just kind of going in panels, just really letting them kind of fall where they want, but making sure that we don't have any holes in our set. Any type of holes within our set is just like a bobby pin showing. Our guests really don't want to see any type of disruption in our set. Now, Talene parts her hair maybe right above her left eye, so that's where I'm going to keep her part. And again, I'm just brushing those curls through, and I still want to give her beautiful illuminating shine. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spray a little bit of that finishing spray all throughout the curls. And again, it just depends on how much volume your guests want. If you seem to have any type of holes in your set, you can do a little bit of light rouging to really hold those curls in place. The next thing I'm going to be using is a dressing brush. This is a Paul Mitchell dressing brush from our bamboo collection, which is limited edition. And this is really just going to smooth my style out, giving beautiful waves to the hair. So you can see already that it is creating that beautiful wave pattern, but I'm still creating a beautiful static-free style. So really giving her that beautiful old Hollywood glam curl, so she can literally go right to the red carpet right when she's done with me, or a special event, to wherever that she wants to go. The last thing that I'm going to spray on my styles, I'm going to spray a little bit more finishing spray, just to really hold that wave pattern. And the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spray my Awapuhi Wild Ginger Shine Spray. So this is an illuminating reflective shine mist that is lightweight, utilizes Awapuhi Wild Ginger and lightweight silicones to really seal in that shine. And it's a very lightweight mist, so I'm just going to spray this all over her style. So as you can see, from every angle, you have that beautiful wave pattern. So it has no holes within it, so it's a strong set. And that's our Julia set. All right, so now we're going to turn this into the ruffle. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to re-section her. So the sectioning is the same from the Julia set. You are going to start on either side of the recession, creating a triangle section at the top. And don't worry, if you rough up your style a little bit for this Julia set, that's okay, because the lower part of this style is going to be put into a ponytail. So again, we're just creating that triangular section from both natural recession to that apex. All right, and I'm gonna clip this up, but I'm not gonna clip it or twist it too tight because we are gonna use this for the later part of our style. All right, so now that we have our Julia set has given us that beautiful wave pattern, we're gonna go in and start out by creating a ponytail at the nape of the neck. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is to start forming that hair towards the back at the lower nape, pulling that all back into my hand. And a quick trick, like when you're doing a basic ponytail, if you keep your hand where you want your ponytail to live, it gives you a good roadmap on where you want your style to be finished. All right, so again, I need to kind of change hands for a second, but I'm gonna utilize the finishing spray to take care of any flyaways. Now, Talene has a lot of baby hairs that wanna run away, so I'm just gonna spray away from her face. And I'm gonna use my dressing brush to really smooth out this ponytail. Again, just really smoothing out, making sure we have no bumps. We want it to be nice and taut at the bottom. And I'll show you a quick trick. So if you put in your ponytail and you get a little few bumps, I'm gonna show you how to fix that after the ponytail's put in. Now, instead of using a regular elastic, I will be using 2 bobby pins and 2 rubber bands. You're gonna start out by opening your bobby pin and placing it at a diagonal angle at the base. Now, because our hair is more coarse and we have those 2 rubber bands, I'm gonna wrap this around twice to really secure it in place. Once you've wrapped it around twice, you're gonna go at the opposite diagonal angle that you started and anchor that ponytail in. So now we have that nice tight ponytail at the base. Now, like I was talking about earlier, if you have some runaway flyaways, you just want to fix that, you can use the back of your rat tail comb and just kind of smooth those in place. I'm going to use a little bit more of my finishing spray, really to lock in that style. Alrighty, so that's the start of our ruffle. Now the hair that's out here is going to have a beautiful curl pattern from your Julia set. So again, you just want to brush that out and just kind of let it form the way that it wants, and it's going to leave with a beautiful curl at the ends. Now at the top is going to be where our ruffle lives. So you're going to start by finding out how much volume that your guest will want. And for Talene, she has a little bit of a stubborn part in the middle that constantly wants to split. So I'm going to rouge it a little bit just at that base to really hold my style in place. It's really going to brush through that wave pattern, and now we're going to start with how to set your ruffle. I'm going to use a little bit of hairsprays just to take care of any flyaways. Pushing that hair in place. Perfect. All right, so now to start, I'm going to start by utilizing my extra large hairpins. Now, hairpins are meant to hold your style in place, whereas bobby pins are going to be there to secure your style in place. Now, I am placing these all along the apex in a semicircle just to really hold that upper part of my style. And I'm going to be putting bobby pins along the side and wherever I place the hairpin on the actual ruffle. So as you can see, you just want to follow the wave pattern that the hair wants to go in. So as you can see, Talene's hair wants to go a little bit more left. So I'm just going to follow that by placing hairpins everywhere where I'm going to be placing my ruffle. And anywhere you're going to be using the ruffle, just make sure that you really just form that and keep your hand in place before you place your pin in. That'll just kind of set you up for making sure we know where to place those bobby pins towards the end. So again, just going through and following that ruffle pattern. It's almost like creating an S shape. And we're going to create a little bit more of a structured ruffle to start because we're going to be able to spread it out later once we get it secured and tightly in place. So as you can see, this is going to be the start before we start securing those bobby pins in. All right, so before I go ahead and secure, I'm just going to take this hair that's left over from the top part of the ruffle, and I'm going to wrap that around my elastic Because our clients don't want to see rubber bands just as much as they don't want to see holes in their style. So we're just going to wrap that around, making sure we cover that elastic. And then we're just going to secure it at the base with the use of a bobby pin. And again, what really anchors down our bobby pins is putting two at a diagonal angle, overlapping. So I'm going to put one in, and then I'm just going to overlap another just to make sure I secure that in. And Talene's hair is a little coarse, so I'm just going to make sure I have one more just to really make sure that I secure that. Perfect. So now you're not able to see the elastic at all, and your style is in place. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to start placing our bobby pins in. So just remember, hairpins are going to hold, whereas bobby pins are going to secure. So what we're going to do is we are going to thread this through like we're sewing. You're going to go against the grain to really lock it in place. And anywhere you take out a hairpin, you really want to make sure you keep your hand there so you know where your bobby pin is going to be placed. So again, just sewing it through. I'm just going to remove that top hairpin just so I know where to place my bobby pin. And I'm just going to remove these last top hairpins at the top. And then again, I'm just going through, and wherever I have a hairpin placed, I'm going to sew through a bobby pin to secure that style. I honestly didn't really see how important hairpins were until I really started mastering and practicing this style. It helps so much just to have those extra large ones, especially just because they're a little bit taller and bigger, so you're able to place them a little bit farther down the base. So just kind of holding my style in place as I grab my bobby pins and really secure that down. Again, just hold that in place, sew against the grain. You can use extra bobby pins if you want to, if you need to use them for your style. Just make sure that you sew them through and they are hidden from the guest's eye. And one little trick, if you're having problems with like your fingers holding your style, you can use the back of your rat tail just to really hold it in place. So use a little bit of finishing spray just to kind of really smooth out my ruffle. Just kind of smoothing those hairs down. Again, making sure that our bobby pins can't be seen by our guest. Now, of course, this is a ruffle, so you can make this a little bit more voluminous if you're looking for it. So this is just kind of the structured version. I'm going to go in and give it a little bit of rouging. So I'm just going to go in and just kind of spread it out so it looks like a ruffle. But I still want to maintain that beautiful style and shape. Just really secure that in there. And my last little finishing touch is going to be my shine spray to really give it that reflective shine. And that right there is the ruffle. So let's talk about what we went over today. We went over a beautiful style called our Julia set. We turned it into the gorgeous ruffle by Lucy Dowdy. We talked about the features and benefits of all of our Awapuhi Wild Ginger and our Pro Tools to really support and create beautiful looks. Now, I challenge you to look at the books, to find those guests that need improving of their texture, balance of moisture. They need to improve their color fading, because the Awapuhi Wild Ginger will help bring up your take-home sales. It will put more clients in your chair and it will keep them there. So on behalf of John Paul Mitchell Systems, I want to thank you so much for having me here today. And I want to end with a quote from one of my favorite designers, Marc Jacobs. Your life is a fashion show, your world is your runway. Thank you so much.